pandemic pet boom has boosted the animal care industry, and celebrity chef Bobby Flay is capitalizing on this growing trend, launching his new brand Made by Nacho, along with his co-founder, Nacho Flay, the cat. The brand available in PetSmart and also as a subscription service through the website. Joining me now in an exchange exclusive is chef, restaurateur, and co-founder of Made by Nacho, Bobby Flay. It's great to have you here, Bobby. Now, this is a pretty competitive space. Do you think you can break through, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, I think, so far we launched about 6 months ago in an exclusive deal with PetSmart in 1,400 stores, plus, of course, direct to consumer. And we've seen immediate growth, and basically week to week, we're growing every week. And, PetSmart has been amazed by our launch. They're so incredibly thrilled. And so are we. And I think what's happened is, because we're so focused on cat, I think that cat parents are feeling like, they're being taken care of and they're being looked after in a different way. And so far it's proven to be incredibly successful.
You do seem like a big cat guy. Is it really National Cat Day?
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know either, but I appreciate the enthusiasm as someone who grew up with cats, and personally, I love them. How big is this business going to go? I mean, you can't invest all your time and energy in all your enterprises all the time. So I would just love to know from a manager's point of view how you kind of launch something, get it up and running, and then figure out, especially at a time like this, how to spend the rest of your time.
Oh, well, that's a really great question. I mean, and this is no hobby for me. This is, number one, this is a business that stems and starts with passion. As you mentioned, I've been a cat guy my whole life, and Nacho it really inspired me. I mean, basically, I had a hard time myself trying to figure out what to feed my cats. And so I sort of took it upon myself to create Made by Nacho. And then I put together literally a team of weapons, some people who have been just amazing, and I use the idea of premiumization of the human food and transferred it over to the cat business. And so the first person I called was a woman named Ellie Truesdell, who was running. She was head of global innovation at Whole Foods, and so I took that experience and my relationship with her and asked her literally on day one to be my partner, and then we started to build the team first, and then we went out and got a person named Julie Nelson, who we made president almost immediately, and she was at Petco for 14 years. So we had the human food business, the cat food or pet food business sort of covered, and then just recently, after about 6 months of launching, we saw that the growth of our business was really taking off. I hired a CEO. I was the acting CEO, but then we hired what I would call a real CEO named Tessa Gould. She comes from Kinship, which is a Mars company. And as you know, Mars is one of the biggest pet food companies in the world.
Yeah.
So I really have a team of really innovative people who are making, this is a real business, Kelly. It's not just a hobby. It's definitely a passion, but it's for real.
I mean, I might try some. You've got your, the bone broth, Nacho's signature ingredient that adds flavor, collagen, and hydration. Pet food is really, it's coming full circle. Let me ask you about this. And I know there've been maybe the Borgata restaurant, maybe that one closed, but you guys have operations in multiple states. Obviously, you've got exposure to Vegas. You've got exposure to New York City. You've got exposure to a lot of these markets. Is an effort like this, a direct-to-consumer launch, a step away from a restaurant space that has like a zillion challenges right now, or am I reading too much into it?
I think we have a zillion challenges everywhere, and one of the things that makes Made by Nacho a nimble company is my involvement. Like, when you think about chefs, we're not always able to get the ingredients that we want at the price we want, but we still have to serve delicious food. So we're not always putting, black truffles and caviar on everything to taste good, but we have to be innovative. And so with, of course there are concerns, and there's definitely challenges with the supply chain in every business, the restaurant business, the pet food business. We're all basically in the same pond. But being able, using my experience by feeding people for the last 30 years, whether it's in my restaurants or getting dinner to their table by watching my TV shows on Food Network, et cetera. Yeah. That's where I can really be helpful in Made by Nacho, and really using the things that are available to us in the very best way, so that they're delicious and nutritious, and the cat parent is happy all around.